Welcome to the coffee shop, everybody. This is your host and your barista. Don't expect anything big and extravagant in this particular episode of the coffee shop. I really want to call these episodes. I don't want to call them videos. I think it sounds a little bit more dramatic that way, right? So first of all, big shout out to everybody who's enjoying the holiday season. But I do have to warn you, there is a buzz about, traders who trade for a living. And I have to tell you, being one of them, December is probably the worst time of year to be doing trading. And so if you are having trouble catching proper moves and it is the month of December where you are, that is simply because that's what happens to the market every year. So you might as well just take off for the month. And I'm going to start working on videos that you guys can study and paper trade. Okay, so do not do any live trades this month. I would implore you, don't do that. I'm going to give you guys some work to do. I'm going to create some homework, some strategies, and I want you to just practice them. Only practice them for here's a strategy, practice this for 2 days. Here's another strategy, just practice this one for 2 days. Here's some tools. I want you to try and figure out how to use these and work on these for 2 days because you guys have to learn the basics, okay? So anyway, and you might as well not be working on, difficult moves when you don't have a lot of experience, when the market is really terrible. There's really no control you have over that. So anyway, what I wanted to do is I wanted to get real quick with you guys about a public service announcement, right? Let me get a little sip of my tea here. Hang on. It's time for tea. Okay. Watch, it's going to go down the wrong way. I'm going to start coughing. So anyway, there was a message posted maybe a half an hour ago or so by somebody named D on this channel. And it looks like this. What's going on here? There we go. All right, D, here's your message right there. Okay, so D has a very important message. D for male or female, doesn't really matter. D. What's up, D? So they were talking about the all volume trading strategy that I was working on with you guys for, about a week ago, right? D's comment was, what if you have green bars after a red background or vice versa, right? So let's put D over here and let's lock D in place. All right, cool. D, you're with us. Now you're with us permanently. Anyway, so I think what they're talking about is this area here, right? Let me just shrink this out so you don't have to see it. And what they're talking about is this right here. Okay, there. Now, D, I want you to see something here. I want to trace this out for you, and I want you to very much understand this. Okay, price is moving up, kept moving up, crossed over here. Where did it start moving up? From right here. So here's my low. Give me a second with this. Here's my high. Here's my high. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right here. Now, D, you can see in this area, while momentum is moving up, right, and volume is moving up, you can see that it only reached a certain point. From its lowest point to the very first tradable, right, proper amount of volume, this was the highest point of volume, and it never exceeded that. Like every volume bar up after this is lower than this one. So this is manipulation, or people taking their profits off the table, or price correction, or a pullback that you cannot get into. You can't even predict that this is going to happen, okay? There are ways to set yourself up to trade pullbacks and, little movements like this, but it is so complicated that it's not worth your time. Also, when I look at the price action briefly here, like when I'm looking at price action, you actually wanted to enter, if you wanted to enter this, what you wanted to do was catch this move so early that it is insignificant. And I'm going to show you something. So I'm going to use my regular trading strategy, okay, which works a really good percentage of the time. You guys have seen me use it in replays and on live and stuff like that. And many of you have sent me messages on TradingView, and I've told you what to do. And time again, you come back and say, hey, thanks for the info. I'm getting some good returns. I'm glad that this stuff is working for you. But D, I am going to use my regular trading strategy, okay, and enter on a what would be quote unquote an appropriate candle here. All right. And I'm going to show you the difference of why you don't do it here as opposed to why you should do it here. Okay. So D, here we go. Now, what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for a candle that breaks above the plus 10, right? No big deal. And I'm looking for my swing low, which I can also see in my Heiken Asiago. It's right there. I also need a volume candle that breaks above. Okay, so here I have all three of those things. I get a small break above plus 10, right? I need a larger one, but I get a small one. I'll assume that I will take this one. So I get a volume break above the void. I get a break above the plus 10. My RSI is already up here, and my moving average is green over here, and my 50 EMA has been broken. Nope. Yes, I'm above the 50 EMA, right? Okay, no problem. So let's do this then, right? That means I'm going to just take this. I'm going to take this securely at a 1 to 1.5. I'm a little concerned about taking this trade because I can already see that the direction of the trend right here. Look at the 50. It was in a downtrend, and you want to enter right here at the base of a downtrend. What you are trying to catch is a market reversal. Really, really hard to do. Very complicated to catch. So let me just get rid of that. There we go. Now, I'm looking to go long on this candle because I have tradable volume in a non-tradable area. We'll talk about that in a second. This is tradable volume in a non-tradable area. I broke above. I'm green. I've got my RSI in the right direction, and I'm above my 50, right? So I enter at the close of this candle, right? That's what you're looking for. This is your green bars in a black background just after a red. Okay, so let me go to my previous low right here. Now, this is a bullish hammer candle, so I am not taking the wick. I am simply taking the close of the candle. Now, what happens if I go to my 1 to 1.5, right? 1 to 1.5. Look where it puts me. I end up getting a return on a 1 hour chart, right? On a smaller time frame, you're going to get a lot less than this. A lot less than this. I'm using a 1 hour chart. And this is going to give me 2 3/4% I end up getting out there, right? Now, what if I simply waited? What if I simply waited for the appropriate entry? The appropriate entry would have been here, right? I see, now, carefully now, I see a tradable volume here, right? I have a large candle, a green candle that's outside the void. But my problem is, if I see my highest candle in the non-tradable area, that candle is not higher than this one. I need one that's higher than this. So that would be here. This one. This should be my, what do you call it? I just kind of colored that. There we go. This should be my tradable candle, not this one. All right. That's why I'm saying this is manipulation. They put you in to try and stop you out here, and you may have not been stopped out. You may or may not have been. So this would have been my tradable volume, right? And I would have entered there, which means I would have entered at the close of this long candle. Most people see this long candle and they're like, oh, I missed it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Not always. You have to look around you. So at the close of this candle, right? To be honest with you, the way I trade, I would have entered at this level. Here's my high, my highest one, right? That's this candle. I would have entered right here. I would have set a limit order to buy at this level. So let me do it the way I would do it. Okay. Now, my swing low is, now it's way down here. You see my swing low now? It's a lot better. And I'm sorry, that is a bullish hammer candle. So I'm going to set it at the close of that candle. There we go. Now, I would enter this a few different ways. What's my RSI? My RSI says 2461. That is a 1 to 3.61, right? It's 1 to 3.61. But I'm coming in off of a reversal. I don't like the way that looks. I will go 1 to 2.61 because I am essentially still coming in off of a range, not 1 to 3.61. 1 to 2.61. Let's kind of bring this up here. 1.89, right? 2.61. Where are we? 2.61. You see, this puts me way up here. Here's 2.6, right? I would have taken this trade this way. You see my low is way down here. This is a massive move, okay? And where does price go here? 1 to 2.61. I would have caught that entire move. What happens after that? Price is still jumping around. It's not finished yet. So like we're in the now time. This is right now, live, right? I would have caught this whole move from here, right? I would have entered here with a limit order and stopped it way up there, okay? That would have been a 5.23% move. Now, only 5.23, but I would have been able to set this trade, right? And it would take 5 days to do it. But I would set the trade and I would walk away and just wait for it to happen. And in 5 days, I would have an extra 0.23% in the account, as opposed to, what do we end up with here? 2%, 5%. Wait for the trade, okay? Wait for the trade. Now, there's another reason I say that you do not enter on these areas, okay? These areas here. What this is showing you is manipulation that is trying to break through ranges, all right? Look at your algo for a second. Look here. Price is moving flat, right? Price is kind of stuck in this flat area. Hang on, I drew it in the wrong spot. Right there, price is stuck in that flat area. Again, price is stuck. I'm sorry, Heikin-Ashis are stuck in this flat area. And even though this is happening on a tradable area, it's flat, but it doesn't really move to the upside. You can't catch that move. There's nothing to do there, okay? It went up very quickly, and it's already going to come down. Now, all of this, if you look at the bull bear power void and the algo, you see that all of this is inside the void and ranging, right? Your momentum doesn't start until right here. You wanted to enter and catch that. I'm waiting for this whole thing. This is why you wait for the move. I'm going to catch this. You're catching this. And that's the difference of trading in this area as opposed to trading where I said this is tradable volume. All right. Wait for the move. That's it. That's all I really want to tell you. And it's kind of funny because if you just drag this straight out, what happens, right? Here's my range in the algo. I'm dragging this out and I finally get what? A candle that clearly breaks above majority over that range in the algo, okay? You can draw trend lines and ranges in your algo and still get the same outcome until they're broken to the opposite side. So just a heads up. Now, so people, that's why, and D, that's why I want you guys to make sure that you follow the rules. Oh, I already took away your thing here. There you go. You're back. So that's why I want you guys to make sure you follow the rules. Follow the strategy. Follow the steps. Wait for the trade to actually set up in front of you, okay? Because you were trying to catch this. Hey, open up. There we go. You were trying to catch this little bit here, right? You were trying to catch this. But you can see there's still black in this area. You don't have enough break to the upside. I'm catching it from here. So it moves up once, it moves up again. I get rid of the entire move. I'm done with the move, and then it falls down, right? Or rather, it actually went all the way over here, caught the whole move, right? So anyway, so follow the rules, follow the strategy. Have any questions, send me a message on TradingView, okay? And you know how to find me. You know how to find me, right? You can find me on on TradingView at, wait. There we go. All right, that's how you find me. D, everybody else, you can send me a message on TradingView. It's good. I like talking to you guys. I got a whole bunch of messages here and a lot of advice and given, stuff that I've given to some people one-on-one. So thanks, people. Always check back in, and I will be putting some stuff up for you soon. Peace.